Welcome. Today we're going to discuss the technique Thrusting Prongs, its execution, some of the things that can go wrong during its execution, and just common things that you should know about it and how to fix those issues. So let's start out with the ideal face. The ideal face is a bear hug from the front, arms pinned. So just like we do a lot of our bear hugs, the first thing that you want to do is to start making it harder for them to pick you up. So if you notice right now, his center mass is right in the center, he's settled, he's able to pick me up with no problem. So like, let's say crashing wings, or some of our other techniques where we get attacked from behind, the first thing we do is shift their weight to the side to make it harder for them to pick us up. Using width on thrusting prongs, we're going to be doing the same concept by basically canceling the depth. So instead of moving width-wise and shifting their weight from one side to the other, we're going to be taking leverage by pushing their hips back, so it makes it harder for them to pick us up. So remember, we have a rule in Kenpo that says to get the upper hand. So right now, he physically has the upper hand. We're trying to conceptually get the upper hand by making him lean back and establishing our base before we actually get our upper hand. So, a thing that can go wrong here, as he grabs me, number one is how I'm executing my prongs. So if you look at my thumbs, I don't want to separate them from the rest of my hand. So what you want to do is keep them compact against your hand so that this gives it a nice bracing angle, and you're using the tip. And we're using fitting by putting our weapon into the holes right under his hip where they fit. So the next thing that can go wrong here is I gap. So I try to push this guy really far back, and now we separate, and now I'm in potential threats for, remember, he has his hands because he has the upper hand, and we potentially have a headbutt. So you want to think of this like clutching feathers where we're jet legging. I want to keep my body touching his body as I establish my base, but notice we're not really in threat anymore with his arms. But because he does have his free hands and he could let go and start punching, I want to try to grab him immediately by contouring his body, anchoring my elbow. That's what we're doing with the left hand. We're going to rotate. And then my right hand is going to turn into a pressing check. So if you notice, I'm still controlling all his dimensions. I got his depth, his width, and his height controlled, so I don't really have to worry about his hands. So the next thing we're going to do here is basically gift of destruction. We're going to do our knee, followed by an elbow. So the thing that can go wrong here is the insert with the side kick, where I do the knee and then add the side kick, and if you notice, I gave up everything for this elbow, so now my major, which is the last move, has no power. So keep in mind, this is a good time to talk about the formulation equation, right? We have prefix, insert, suffix, delete, rearrange, alter, and regulate. This is a perfect time where you might want to delete a move. So we don't have to do the knee side kick and then the elbow. If you can't do it, that would be a good time to delete it, right? But again, this is sophistication to learn how to go from a short-range weapon to a long-range weapon. Just like we have techniques where we're doing long-range weapons and turning them into short-range weapons, we're doing the opposite with the leg. So it's a good skill to have, but if you don't quite have it yet, you haven't mastered it, it's okay to delete it and just do the knee and then the elbow, kind of like darting mace. A lot of the times when we're doing darting mace, we do the same thing here. We do the knee, and then we stop all our forward momentum before executing the hand. So you don't want that to happen again, with the low part where we're doing a side kick, and then I give up all my body for the elbow. So again, if you need to delete it, don't do the side kick. If you can do it, great. Again, it's teaching you how to go from a short range to a long range, because this is a good time to understand that the techniques don't have to be done the way they're written, right? I could just as easily, if I do, let's say, start pushing him and he starts backing up and I don't have the knee, go straight to the kick, right? Or if I don't regulate my power with the knee and I hit him really hard, I might have to alter my target or my weapon and change it into the heel pump. So this is a good place to start practicing the concepts and principles of Kenpo. So let's talk about it one more time. Bear hug from the front, arms pinned. Use your thumbs, get your bracing angles and backup mass. Use fitting. Jet legging, I want to keep my chest close to him, get the upper hand by leveraging. Continue that by controlling the left push and the right press down. Do my knee, side kick, and elbow with the backup mass. Remember, anytime we're doing knees and elbows, to keep a compact unit, keep them as close inside as you can. And let's do it one more time from the original angle without the explanation, a little bit quicker. And then cover out if you choose. We hope this video helps you. Thank you very much.